Good morning and welcome to Early Starters. It's a fresh week, a time to rejoice because Samuelito, right behind the camera, she's been saying, wow, Nigeria, won the cup. And maybe or maybe not, Michael Armstrong will tell us why we didn't get the updates, before the start of early starters this morning. But that's aside, it's a fresh week, a time to be inspired, a time for you to, work and do a kind of productive work, not just to work smart, not just for you to work hard. A lot of people work hard on the street, but they are not, getting the required or the foreseen result of what they are working for. And at the end of the day, the work will just look so serious, so tedious without you making the real dough, which is money. But this time around, thank God for the Gen Zs who have opened our eyes of understanding to many things we can, make money from. You can make money online, offline, and you still will be that big lady, big man, and give that rich auntie and uncle vibe. But then it's a fresh week. Let's talk about things that will inspire you. Let's talk about leadership. It's more like we are having, talks on leadership every first day of the week, which is Monday. That's because we feel that it's right for us to, broaden our horizon and also sharpen our understanding and open our eyes to things we need to know about success. That you just cannot, come up with a vision without having people that will back up your vision. You can't just come up with ideas or conceptualize some beautiful ideas and not have people that will support you. That's why we are doing our best on the program, Early Starters, to ensure that you are walking or tolling the right path. So today, before we dive into the headlines for the day and of course information, let's set the right tone for a productive week by saying good morning to my co-hosts this morning, because Somelito is on the program, before the business segments, and she's going to be doing some sort of, beautiful and productive banter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good morning, Somelito.
Good morning.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
David will say Sonte. Good morning, Sonte.
Yes, good morning,
Good
good
morning,
morning. Welcome to
Michael.
Early Starters, everybody.
Welcome to Early Starters.
Early Starters.
I can see Michael is looking all takeaway. He's looking like somebody who wants to go and bid for a contract in one big, let me not say company, let me use Parastatal. Michael, what is happening this week? I can see that the vibe, is different from that of last week. What's happening? Are you going to let me into your secret, space?
We've been having leadership, we'll be talking about what is happening in the government. The only thing there is that life goes on. And we also want to lead by example. So we want to lead by example. So I just decided to put...
So leadership starts with your appearance also. What you look like.
Yes, that's it. So we have to just... we have to celebrate ourselves and also project what we want other people to see.
What we want other people to see. Because every time Nasiru Wasi will always want people to see that Nifemi is owing a particular amount of money. So Wasi, you have to, slow down on that. Do not harass my Nifemi. She's not a debtor. So, good morning. How are you, Mary Agyobo?
I'm fine. Very well.
I love to
Thank
call
you.
that Some, because
I-
you said your mom loves the name and
yeah.
your dad wants you to be called Some.
Yes. I love the fact
the
that you
name is
love calling me
beautiful.
Some. Oh, thank you.
What I just
Thank
like
you.
is the somelito.
The Somelito. What is the meaning of Somelito? Let me get that first.
Okay, it was just I just started to give myself that name for that particular social media handle, and I didn't realize that people actually like calling me the Somelito, so I appreciate it.
You appreciate it.
Yeah, it makes me happy and excited. It makes me laugh. I don't know, when people say Somelito, I like it, especially you.
All right, because we are, envisaging and looking forward to a productive week, let's see what it means to be productive this Monday morning. What's your understanding of productivity?
Productivity has to be most people believe it's produce, that you have to have a product, you have to have something to show, but productivity means performance. It means active performance, active duty, actionated plans, creating a system and let the system work for you. Let it be human friendly. Let it be something that people can be part of. That is productivity. But if you say products, it does not go anywhere without productivity, because the product itself has to do with people, have to do with what is within your ecosystem and how to meet the needs of the people within that system. So productivity is all encompassing. It's not one thing.
It's not
Product
one
is the
thing.
one thing.
Yeah.
The name product is single. Even if you put X with it, it's still single. It has to do with brand. It has to do with something. But productivity, it has to do with ingress, outgress, intro, outro. It must meet somewhere and it must come back. Making ends meet. That's productivity.
That's where your understanding of productivity, Simelito.
I feel
Something different, quite different
Okay.
from what Michael has said.
Okay, I think productivity is like a lifestyle, something you have to be intentional about. You need to ask yourself, oh, this particular thing I'm doing, is it adding to my life? Is it subtracting from my life?
Just
This
to achieve that meaningful
like
result.
this particular person, what is the person doing for me? What value is this person placing in my life? So it's a lifestyle, like an everyday intentional thoughts that you should have in your head that, okay, how productive is this thing? Like, all the things I am doing, are they really helping me get what I want? Making sure that every step you take has a meaningful thing. It is adding to your life. That's what I think productivity is all about.
Well, that's beautiful as well, but I think for me, it's not about doing more tasks. It's not about, fixing everything here and there, trying to be hard working, like, I rightly said in my introduction. But for you to focus on what is right, focusing on the right, task, and synergizing your time, your energy, and that idea you have conceptualized, or innovation you're trying to come up with, putting it together, then do something that gives you results, because if it's not result oriented, then it is not productive. And there are ways to be productive. If you have been following us on this program, we ensure to give you ways by which you can run things. I'm not saying wrong things, like run the legal things, or run things legally. Be diligent at what you're doing, or your and of course, we tell you how best to have a beautiful lifestyle, even in a poorer society that we find ourselves in this country. But ways to be productive. First, I know, not just I think, you have to set a goal. If you don't have a goal, you are going nowhere. What is the time frame from your goal is another thing, and know exactly what you want to achieve. It starts from that very day. Today is Monday. What do I want to do for the rest of the week? You should know. It shouldn't be tomorrow that you now be saying, oh, and I want to do this thing. No, there is a saying that, and we say it on this program, that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And the next thing for you to do is to prioritize your task. What task am I, executing today? What am I doing? What is that high impact task that should come first? Not that, okay, let me just pick something and start doing.
To-do list.
Yes, make a to-do list of your events for the day and for the week, and of course, eliminate distractions. That's one thing. Like I said to somebody this morning, I said, you want to go and do this thing. The first thing is to look good for a broadcast journalist who is coming on TV. But you are not looking good, you are following your teacup and all. And for some people, they are following their bread. I don't understand. So you have to eliminate distractions. Anything that will, take you off the radar of what you want to do, do not, go there. Do not just do it. Do not align with it. Anything that would not push your vision to, that space of manifestation, do not engage in it. And of course, you need to manage your time. This generation do not really know how to, manage their time, and they have been doing this thing to confuse themselves a lot. When you feel that, okay, what am I doing? I think I can do this and do this and do this and do this together just one day. Yoruba people will say, le kore 20 bono. You can ask a blacksmith, to do 2,000 gold at once. He has to concentrate on one. Yes, for him to have a beautiful, one, and that is why we need to, know what we want to do at that point we want to do it. So you have to manage your time. And for some people like Kudrat, who is always used to, coming behind time, I think the Gen Z spirit is so much, in her that she feels that, okay, let me just walk in and do my thing, Jerry. I'm not particular about the timing, because I know I am intentionally saying this on air. Some people don't feel bad until you point out that thing to them. So I'm pointing it out to Kudrat on air that late coming is a no in having a productive week. You are starting on a Monday morning. Yoruba people will say, whatever you start on a Monday morning is what you will end it with. So if you have to start by coming to work at 10, that means Monday to Friday will be to 10. Abi. And I know my HR will be so ready to sanction whosoever comes to 10. All right, that's all I have for you. Let's move to the headlines that we have got for this week. Thank God we have productivity in the in our print media now, that it's no longer the 4 regular newspapers that we used to have, trend, but we have more newspapers coming up and we have more editors, and I think that's why we are having the Matrix this morning, because the Matrix because we don't really, look at new businesses, new brands, new ideas. We just want to work on the ones we already have. So last time we used some newspapers from Ondo State, and this morning we are using also the Matrix. Is the Matrix coming from Ondo? David Adepoju has to tell us where this Matrix is coming from. But nonetheless, the Matrix this morning, I have Sanwo-Olu swears in 57 council chairmen. Others says we will support you, but also hold you to highest standard. And that you will find on the page 3 of the Matrix newspaper this morning. And we have Senate denies report of rift between Akpabio and Bamidele on the page 9 of the Matrix newspaper this morning. Coming from the presidency, Tinubu's policies reviving private sector's confidence. And that's been said by Dangote. Oduwole reiterates federal government's commitments to domestic investors. And the president, chief executive of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, has hailed President Bola Tinubu as a listening president whose policies are restoring private investors' confidence in Nigeria's economy. How true is this? Some people are saying, well, this is not right. But somebody who is a made man already is saying, no, you can't say the policies are not right. And that's why I'm going to hold Barrister Abufeli, and I think Barrister Saiki also mentioned it, that he's working for the rich and not the poor. Yes. Dangote made the remarks over the weekend during a visit by the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole. And if you want to read the full story, please turn to the page 3 of Matrix newspaper this morning. How true is that? I think Michael has something to say.
Yeah, I have one or two things to say. You know, the people that came last week spoke something I like. Then we're saying all these reforms, productivity, and all that should work, should also be seen within the social class, be seen within the so-called moderate class. Because if it's not affecting our HDI, which is known as our Human Development Index, it does not show. The policies are being made in the presidency, are being made by the executive. Immediately, they will put it into the system. It works for them because immediately they see, but does not reflect. Because last week we heard that some people want to strike. We have like 2 big strikes.
Yes.
And my worry is that if the doctors go on strike, it will affect. So if all these policies are working for the rich, why is it not working for the common Nigerian? And why are we still hearing strike looming
The doctors,
till now?
the nurses.
Doctors, nurses, then you hear this one from this
ASU.
state, this one from this state, this one from this state. They keep borrowing and doing infrastructure. They keep borrowing to do 1 or 2 things, and somebody is coming to say it is working. It's working for him. It's working for maybe his social grades too, but they should let it reflect to other Nigerians.
I think I love that. They should let it reflect to other Nigerians. Right, moving forward this morning, I have fresh $21 billion loan. Opposition kicks as Nigeria's debt profile nears 200 trillion naira. It's giving me heartbeat.
Maybe you do your Samavriti pranayama. God
Samavriti pranayama. I know you will learn that. Anything big is your consequence.
You know, when you're in a situation whereby you also have to keep telling yourself, oh, it will get better, it will get better. That's what you have to keep saying. If not, you will just give yourself problems.
Stress.
Do you know what our banks are not doing? I had to mention this online. Majority of our banks, now when it comes to borrowing, they are aware of it. There's something they call the cashback system. That those people borrowing with it give us maybe a bank or whatever to write a cashback to us. You understand? Now, I don't know if our banks or the system is doing that. Before they borrow you money, they, even though if you tell them you want to do money for this, want to do money for this, they will give you, but they need a cashback. If they don't have a cashback or a show to say that this so-called investment will yield, they will be taking money from our national purse. They'll be taking money from every other thing. That's why a lot of people are shouting that it's going to 200 trillion because there's nothing like cashback. Both disclaimer and non-disclaimer, nobody's standing for it.
Both disclaimer and non-disclaimers.
Nobody's standing.
It is well. ABC, Tinubu has borrowed 10 times what Buhari borrowed in same time frame. Says era of borrowing to cover policy failures must come to an end. And you will find this on the page 2 of the Matrix newspaper this morning. Moving forward, I have Shetima jets out to Addis Ababa for second UN Food System Summit. And that's on the page 3 of the Matrix newspaper this morning. Unconstitutional, illegal, Falana falls renaming of streets in Lagos. I remember when we had the renaming of the Lagos State University, the University of Lagos, Unilag to Maulag, and people started saying, Omo Malu. You know what it means? In fact, Nigerians in diaspora who are, graduates of this institution had to be saying, no, me, Omo Malu. No, me, I will hold on to the Unilag that I have. Please remove the Maulag and all.
I think they should be taking permission from the students before they make.
It's not just about permission. Okay, fine. If you are not taking permission from us, why not sample people's opinion? Opinion sampling is very important. So that we will now know that, all right, we all reached a consensus to having what we are seeing. Not that you just come up with something one day, wake up and give
like,
us malu.
Maula.
Yes.
That would have been funny. They say, hey, boss,
Mauland.
I'm lighting up
What uni are you
Mauland.
What's the name of your uni? You say, oh, my Malu. I was like,
People have started calling them Momo Malu now. All right, we have Lagos to experience blackout as TCN commences 25-day maintenance, and that on the page 2 of the Matrix newspaper. This morning, England retain European title, defeat Spain in dramatic final. That's the grand finale of what they had on, I think, Saturday or Sunday.
They had it on Sunday.
On
yesterday.
Sunday. And that's on the page 22 of the Matrix newspaper this morning. And I can see restoring confidence in private sector. I can see from your left to right, Vice President Oil and Gas, Dangote Industries Limited, and the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, and the picture story of Dangote himself on a courtesy visit. That's the minister on a courtesy visit to Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Fertilizer Plant, Lekki, Lagos, on Saturday. That's all we have on the Matrix newspaper this morning. Moving forward, let's look at the Guardian newspaper. I don't know what's with me and Guardians this morning. All right, Guardian newspaper this morning. I have refineries, Ajaokuta Steel, fail revival effort despite 6.5 trillion naira spent in 10 years. And that's page 6. Nifemi is even nothing and shaking. She's doing the two at the same time because she's confused that you country right? But then it will get better.
So that's the only thing we can just say to ourselves to make ourselves feel better and to encourage ourselves. It will get better. There's nothing else we can actually do about it.
ADC, it will get better. ADC demands audit of Tinubu's 200 trillion naira debt trajectory, slams fiscal record, and that's on page 3. Seek permission to appoint aides, supervisors, Sanwo-Olu tells new local government chairman. And that's on the page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. 2023 polls. Court dismisses INEC's prayer against prosecuting electoral offenders. And that's on, the page 5 of the Guardian newspaper. I know some people will be saying, why INEC's prayer? That's INEC's plead, asking the courts to prosecute electoral offenders. NNPC refinery term and death. Maintenance. That's on maintenance costs on verified National Assembly, $25 billion between 2013 and 2023. And 2020, that's the specific contract. Now we have $50 million. Port Harcourt met Technimont. Okay. And current repairs in Port Harcourt cost $1.5 billion. Warri and Kaduna, $1.4 billion. All these $1 billion, what is happening? Why are we not getting the refinery? And debt servicing between 2023, NNPC audit report says total of the total debt they have is 4.5 trillion naira. Port Harcourt 1.9 trillion naira plus 135% from 806 billion naira in 2022. Kaduna 1.3 trillion naira. Warri 1.1 trillion naira. Trillion is all I'm seeing here. Operational costs between 2021 and 2024. They have 68 billion naira, total 272 billion naira. Staff 2021, Kaduna 660, Port Harcourt 506, Warri 437. That's the number of staffs they have. Number of staff they have in Kaduna is 660. The number of staff in Port Harcourt then was 506. That means we will be having either increase in the number of staff or decrease now because they have not yet given us the report. And in Warri they have 437 number of staff. 1.4 trillion naira spent on moribund Ajaokuta Steel in 10 years. at the end of the whole thing, what is happening? I don't understand. This is still confusing every one of us.
The Ajaokuta thing is something I'm a little bit passionate about.
Okay.
Because of the steel mining and all that. And apart from that, they have gas there.
Okay.
NNPC just said they're going to run pipeline to Kano. They said it last week. They're going to run pipeline to Kano, run another one to Kaduna. Now, the thing there is that I don't know the economic partaking in that. Because if you have those things not working and you're building a pipeline to it, what are you telling Nigerians? What are you telling the public? Now, before they even mentioned the debt, whatever, I spoke about cashback. They have no system that is bigger than cashback. Mostly the banks, what they are there for is to manage this kind of transactions
Yes.
in different facets, just like you do on the road. They will manage the transaction. Then there will be a body that is coming to check. Like they are asking for trajectory. They should ask. They need a track record for this. Then let's know who took what, when and why.
When and why is very important.
Where is it going to? But like I said, disclaimer and non-disclaimer, nobody is reported. Some people are claiming the Ajaokuta steel is jinxed. Some say it is that. Some say it is that. The money they have put in that thing can run Nigeria economy for over 10 years. Yes, if well dictioned, if well doctrinated, as it has been said. But the challenge here is this: we have nobody who is doing anybody a favor, and they still want somebody to give account of that thing. This is it.
All right, moving on to the next story. They want people to give accounts, but they're not ready to, be accountable themselves. All right, will Nigeria nest or squander its youth's dividends? That's an editorial on page 12 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. International Day. Nigeria's hepatitis war falters amid low testing, high treatment costs, and ignorance. And that's on the page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. NMA suspends plant strike. That's the Nigerian Medical Association gives federal government fresh 21-day ultimatum. And that you will find on the page 3. And because of this, intended to, so to say, strike, a lot of people won't be doing their surgery. Some people's, appointment has been postponed. And people who needs this health care, and consultation the most are somewhere waiting and groaning in pain. And we have a country where lives does not really matter. We won't say what they are asking for is too much or is not their right. It is their right. But if you are going for a war, who is their delay in your home? Who are you putting there, to continue the good work? Do we have the wherewithal? Do we have the working medical system where once the nurses can, take up their, the call of, maybe a doctor, not a doctor now, but can they, work in the footprints of the doctors when they are not around? Or is it just that when the medical doctors are out on the streets, saying this is what we want and all, is it that the place is so empty? The hospital is so empty. And this is about our health.
Yes.
Please take care of us. We know this country is not really, what we want it to be. But if you work hand in hand, we will, still achieve something. Most of these chief medical doctors have their own private hospitals.
Yes.
So going on the streets, carrying the placard and all won't solve it. You should know what will solve it at this point. A lot of people knows what will solve it, but they just feel like going on strike is the necessary thing. Do they really do this abroad, or do they, even take the care of people with levity, or is it just in this country? I know we are trying so much so that we have forgotten, to ask for things we need to, from the government as at when due. But please, for the sake of the poor masses, do not just go on strike without having,
Yeah, because
that's due date and time that you want to start it.
yes,
Because-
without giving them any information.
Yes, without
because
giving
I
them
know
any
of
information.
someone that was saying why should this be happening to her, because she's paying a tax, they are being paid, she has paid for admission and everything. So why should her treatment be
Be delayed.
paused? Why should it be paused? Because she has paid already, all the bills required, everything has been bought. So if they want to go on the strike, why it's affecting her own personal health, and it's not fair to
Yes.
her.
What
and
if
every
somebody
other
dies in
person
the process?
that are there.
And this time around, a lot of people dies when
There
they
is
are on
even-
strike. Because they don't have somebody to attend to them.
Yes.
The thing there is this: the strike to me is not really a big issue. The issue here is the purpose of the strike. Now, the purpose of the strike mainly has to do with them, and maybe their hazard body and all that. They are not thinking of the people.
Yes.
They are not even considering the people.
No,
the
let's not
citizens.
look at it from that
Okay.
direction. Let us not say it outrightly, because they are
Okay.
trying.
They have.
If you go to UCH, if you go to ICU center
Yeah.
at Ikeja Medical, you will know that doctors are really trying. Sometimes they even want to work without getting what you have. They want to, help, resuscitate the person
Okay.
in that very sacred and salient condition. And but the thing remains that even if you have to go on strike, do we have some people at the hospitals who will be looking, after the well-being of these people? Because if we should say they are not, caring for people outrightly, maybe we are wrong.
Okay.
Because they also need to be well taken care of. Imagine a doctor receiving 300,000 as salary.
And they practically
thought
walk.
she
They
said-
walk.
she
They
said-
walk
she
round the
said
clock.
this.
Even
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
because I have
streets.
evidence.
They walk round the clock. They
keep
walk
saying
during the
this.
midnight. They walk.
Yes, they
walk.
walk round the clock.
Truly, what they are demanding, or like one doctor said, his name is Dr. Buntola. He was one time HUD gynecologist in Lasut.
Okay.
So he used to be, he's like a big brother to me. He said something, he said there's no amount you can pay for somebody's life. He said, but the thing there, they just need to be recognized, and the hazard money and all that.
That
they should
recognition
do it.
That's
is
what
very,
they
very
need.
important. Very important.
And I won't say this online. I don't know the people who shone out this media or report about a lot of things on air. You should consider that people are listening, and some people will feel bad if they are not getting their own quota.
Exactly.
Because you see all these people, you call trillion, you call billion, and hey, you're still borrowing money to do infrastructure that is not affecting the people in the next 3 years.
2026, Atiku vows to deliver Ekiti governorship to ADC, and that's on the page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Falana condemns renaming of Lagos streets. 5 dead, 55 injured as flood ravages Adamawa settlement centers, and that's on the page 30 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Finally, we have court nullifies NYSC's skirts ban, declares decision unconstitutional and breach of rights, and that's on the page 30. If anyone chooses to wear skirts, let them wear skirts. Please leave them. If they need to wear whatever they want to, what we
them
know
wear.
and what we want is for them to be decent in their appearance. Do not open your body or go almost unclad because you want to represent Nigeria. We are not begging you for that. Nobody is asking for Biafra war. And nobody is asking for Ogun Abeli or Ogun Akintola. Just be good and let them be, because we have deeper lifers. We have Ajeris.
so many of them.
We have a lot of them, coming to serve the country. And some people are even coming from outside Nigeria. And, you never can tell what their upbringing looks like, what their belief system looks like. If you want to wear skirts, so far it's not Jankpekpe, that's very short skirt, let them wear it. I remember one core member during my time, that's almost 12 years now. That lady, if you see the skirts that she used to wear, it's enough for me to sew gown because it's so big. So big. And I've been like, Ki gong way.
You know,
Because
some of them, while they're
but
still.
that's their belief.
Yes, exactly.
That if they wear, shorts or trousers, they have committed crime. And you see that they are scared. That one, they are white skates. You attack and saw something.
Some of them actually, while they were younger, already preparing to go to school, they're already asking themselves this question, like, hope I'm not going to wear trousers. The conco ones, they ask themselves, hope I will not have to wear trousers when I'm
sin.
like, it must be scared. I'm like, now.
But don't forget that when you go to Jerusalem or you want to go to Jordan, all this religious places,
yes.
you will wear trousers.
You will.
Because they don't want you to open your sister Clemens to other people. I don't understand why people are so pious.
I feel like,
and sometimes the piousness is overboard.
Do you know what we did an interview one time some years ago where we were being taught about fabrics. So they said what you call trouser, right, is called textile technology. Unique textile technology. It was first worn by women because those days they were being raped.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I heard that too.
It was first, but men wore knicker and maybe tie something to be.
Originally,
so women were the first people
to start wearing. Yes,
in history.
Yes, in history,
women were the first people wearing.
Yes, because if you check other tribes, you would notice that men wear mostly. Something like skirt
or big wrapper or something.
In most cultures. See, Adeoluwa, Enioluwa dressed in a particular, way some time ago, wearing one long skirt like, trousers. And when it was being questioned that, oh, you are gay, that's why he said no. He said if you go look at the story of Spain, you will see that this is what they look like. Then, But I don't see anything bad in you wearing trousers or you wearing skirts or choosing to wear your Iran boba so long you are representing your household right. Not the religion now. Not the tribe, but your own household,
Remember
your family.
The name of who you are.
If you are not putting the name of your family or rubbing it in the mud, then you are good to go for me. Daily Trust newspaper this morning, we have 5 die, over 50 injured in Adamawa flood, and that's a very pathetic story, and that's on the page 14 of Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Moving forward, python, other animals found in ex-AGF's home, evacuated to Kano Zoo. This is not the first time I'll be seeing something like that. My daddy said sometime in Okpebi that there used to be some rich men and they will always have crocodiles in their houses. They have chimpanzees in their houses. And they even feed them with animals.
Wow.
I grew up
to know that because my dad works there. He was an accountant. So he said this evil, he used to call it evil act. He said this barbaric and evil act is common with, big men. Because why would you want to, collect your money from somebody you loan it to and you'll be threatening them with something of such? Or when somebody offends you, you open your crocodile on them just for them fair. To, feel that, yes, you are there. And why should anyone have python? Python, I hope you know what it means to say python. Do you know python?
Yes.
Why would anybody have python?
I've seen any, but I know python.
It does not matter the weight, the size, the length,
Python are not that poisonous.
No, okay, they are not that poisonous. Yeah. Let one swallow you.
There are people that
have
strange things. Like if I want to visit anyone, before
I
always make sure
there are some breeds of dogs you shouldn't be having in your home.
Like,
do you know that? Yes, did you see what happened in Lekki? That dog killed that lady now. Did you watch the video? Did you watch that video? Wow. The dog was eating the body of that young lady.
Did she visit? Was she a visitor? Did she visit?
She was a visitor and she did not know. They had about 7 dogs in the house. Until the one of the legions, that is always at the estate gate, came with guns. They came with guns. I think I'm going to adopt that video and put it on our video.
Like me, before I visit anyone, I always ask, do you have a dog or any pets in your house?
Some people will
before
say
I don't enter anybody's house anyhow. No, it's true because when anything happens to you, it's just sorry you will hear.
Beware of dogs.
It doesn't change anything.
But wait, I grew up seeing all this kind of thing, so I'm a little bit used to it.
No, there are people that are traumatized by
Yeah,
attacks
you
from
grew up
animals and they
seeing
don't
python
want
in
to
people's
encounter
houses.
anything like that.
Python.
She was just bringing. She was a doctor.
Animal?
Yeah, she was bringing different kind of animal. I saw kangaroo. You see python. She would tell you their
That's
name.
because Nigeria does not have a kind of law, overseeing, monitoring, and watching what you have in your home as a pet or animal. Why should anybody own a zoo in a community
Yes, it's
where
wrong.
people reside,
It
where you
shouldn't
have
be. It shouldn't
children?
be.
Well, it's wrong.
It's very wrong.
I've heard stories of dogs killing
See,
babies, killing children.
even in Cotonou, that they have pythons like this go to people's houses for traditional reasons. They have so tamed it that it cannot do you evil. It comes into your home, you feed it, and then it will crawl out again. That is different. But they have a particular time, and they are going to tell you, if you are a stranger, do not come to their area at that speculated time.
Yes.
Not that you have python in your home. That person should be declared wanted,
And
arrested, and in fact, if possible, the reason for having that should lead to his own execution.
there are
Because that's wrong.
some dogs are also too
It
wild
is wrong.
to be in.
Some dogs are too
How can you
wild.
have a Rottweiler?
Have you seen that
No, you can have a
that
Rottweiler.
lion-like dog? Have you seen
No,
it
there's a
before?
lion-like
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, I
You
think
can
it's,
have a
I've seen it
Rottweiler.
before. I went to
You
do
can
an
have a
interview
Rottweiler.
and I saw the dog. I
Rottweiler
said,
is
this
not-
dog that I'm seeing, madam, I'm not coming for this interview. I'm not coming for again. They said, I know, Miriam. I said, no, madam, you have to come outside.
Yes.
Let me have the interview. You didn't even tell me. This is wrong. He said, it's from my daughter, from the UK. Whatever it is. Did you even register that dog?
Yeah,
Do we know that the dog is in your home?
That is something.
Because in the
Yeah.
US,
That is
if you
something
have a
else.
particular
Pets in your
animal, you
house like
register
that.
it.
That is
Don't.
something else.
Did you see the story of that chimpanzee that pulled off the face of a lady in the US? Did you watch that story?
I heard it.
You heard about the
Yes, I
story.
heard it too.
The chimpanzee that she has been, taken care of from before age 1, that she picked up and started, taking care of it and giving it all sorts of toys like animal. Because the chimpanzee was so angry and was not ready to eat anything, she was trying to stop it. It ripped out her face.
Oh my God.
The whole of her face. The eye sockets, eyeballs, everything gone. Because you just want people to celebrate you that you are Kabiyesi Oba àwọn ẹranko.
You are taking care
You
of
are doing
chimpanzees.
too much. All this, I see some guys, they have not yet, eaten, and their dogs are eating kind of dog meat and all.
You see them, some of them, they go to
And they will tell you that
start
they
shouting,
need
the
they need the
parties.
children of the dog so that they can make more money.
They can
Yeah.
make more money.
In fact, it is that dog that will bite you one day.
But most of them don't.
I have seen somebody who died from, then my mom was at the hospital. I have seen somebody who died barking like a dog.
I think the dog must have
Yes, the
beaten.
dog beat
Oh.
beat
had
him,
rabies.
and he started barking like a dog.
They didn't treat
It
And
didn't
he
treat
died.
it on time.
They treated him, my dear. He died eventually. Did you see that young boy also? I think that young boy, that Porako young boy also, that died also from barking like a dog.
My friend that
Was
told me about
beaten by a
her
dog.
younger sister, that their dog that they've been keeping for almost 11 years beat her hand. She just went mad all of a sudden. She started getting mad and started biting them all in the house. They had to sell her. They had to
Should they
sell
even
her.
sell it or kill it? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? All right. Right, still on the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, electricity supply worsens despite high tariffs. Problems been resolved, says the minister's spokesperson. Bandits killed many captives in Zamfara, says survivors. And Tinubu hosts Super Falcons today after trophy parade. Niger boat mishap. 15. Niger boat mishap, 15 bodies recovered and 3 still missing. And that's on the page 6 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Constitution review, Northwest demands 8 additional states. And that's on the page 15. 15 of Daily Trust newspaper this morning. That's about the constitution review, that we have been talking about. Well, if we have the Ijebu states, it's not a problem. If we have the Kubura, or what did they call that, Kabara states,
Yeah,
that
something
Katsina
like
stuff. All right, the Punch newspaper this morning. Let's quickly look at that. Punch newspaper this morning. We have Punch newspaper this morning. We have fuel wars brews. Fuel war brews as Dangote presses Tinubu to ban imports. And IP man, Petron pushback, warn against monopoly. Dangote insists on Nigeria first policy. Do not supply to other countries. Do not bring from other countries. We have to come first. I think this is a very beautiful one. But some people are seeing it as Dangote trying to monopolize the petroleum industry. All right, APC defense, Yilwata amidst fierce opposition over INEC ties. State on high alert as Adamawa flooded tolls. And now we can see Professor Nentawe Goshwe. Yilwata is the right man for the job. Okay, that's a campaign for Yilwata. I don't want to take the campaign. Over to the next paper this morning, which is the Nation newspaper. The Nation newspaper this morning. The Nation has it that Sanwo-Olu bans new council chairman from appointing SLGs. Tinubu's policy, reviving private sector. Reviving private sector, says Dangote. Nigerians proud of you. President tells Falcons in video chat. 25-day daytime electricity load shedding begins in Lagos. And that you will find on the page 55 and page 6 of the Nation newspaper this morning. Some people will say that if we have a cup that is, coming up, or will, a particular game that has to do with nation, winning the World Cup or the Nations Cup, and if the Super Eagles or the Falcon wins, that means the administration will be successful. That's what we used to have. Oh, shake your one. You remember that? That story. He didn't shake them. No, he shook them. Why did he shake them? No, he never did.
Okay.
So President Tinubu took it upon himself now to, do a video chat with them, but has refused to take Michael Armstrong along. Someone who has been following the story and giving us updates on the story about the Super Falcons. How do you feel, not being invited to the Aso Rock?
Well, now
don't mind me. I'm just trying to make.
Now that you said it, I'm not really feeling bad. I'm just happy for the girls because I used to go to this recreation center where they watch football,
Okay.
they play games. So I was just watching it. The first half was weird. 2-0. I said, oh. I just said there are two players who are they are too self-overwhelmed. They just want to perform, and because they want to perform,
They were not focusing.
They were losing concentration.
That's the place of choosing your task.
Yes.
They were just giving ill passes. How can you? Okay, they gave you ball too.
We don't understand that one. Just make it understandable to a sports layman like us.
What I mean is that they were just passing the ball to the opponent.
Okay.
So that's how the first goal came. The second goal, the same thing.
Oh.
I was just praying. I said,
So how did they equalize?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Second half, they were just trying to round up and show themselves like this. Before you know, we had a penalty. Thank God for the VAR. You understand? After the penalty, before you know, that girl, the same girl, Okoronkwo.
Okay.
She is really Okoronkwo. She now Okoronkwo the past.
The Oshuala uncle? Oshuala.
Yeah, she had to come later. She's doing fine, girl.
I knew you asked for Joshua.
No, she played though, but
Everybody now sings about her, so that is nice.
no, she just retired. No, she just retired.
She has retired.
She said she was not playing for the national. She don't want to play national team again. She said.
I think we have a footballer in the house. Do you play football? Do you play football? You don't play football. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. We are sorry about that. We'll soon open the phone line proper for you to, contribute this morning, Mary Agobosomel. What do you have for us? Two business stories. We need to wrap up this segment.
All right. So we'll start from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited through its subsidiary NNPC Gas Marketing Limited has entered a strategic joint venture agreement with Zuid Energy.
Hello, good morning.
Limited.
All right, sorry, Sumay, you can take your story.
Okay.
Again.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, through its subsidiary NNPC Gas Marketing Limited, has entered a strategic joint venture agreement with Zuid Energies Limited for the development of two key gas infrastructure projects in Ajaokuta, Kogi State. The projects include a 6 million standard cubic feet per day capacity compressed natural gas plants and a 40 liquefied, natural gas facility. NNPCL reveals that the initiative aligns with its broader efforts to deepen gas marketing and distribution across Nigeria. However, the partnership was formalized at the Mobility Stakeholders Workshop held in Abuja, themed Deepening Industry Alignment for a Sustainable Mobility CNG Sub-Sector. Meanwhile, the National Oil Company stated that the initiative would enable the deployment of innovative virtual pipeline solutions aimed at improving gas access in off-grid and underserved regions. Moving on, Nigeria's 2025 federal budget is reportedly under strain following a significant underperformance in crude oil production during the first half of the year. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission confirmed that daily crude oil production fell short of the 2.06 million barrels per day benchmark outlined in the budget. The latest NUPRC production figures show that Nigeria produced between 1.6 and 1.73 million barrels per day from January to June 2025. According to the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Nigeria's Bonny Light crude averaged $71.73 per barrel in June, far below the $75 benchmark. OPEC attributed the price volatility to geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and Eastern Europe, along with uncertainties around U.S. trade policy.
All right, that's a beautiful one, but there are some stories that really caught my attention from your compilation this morning, and that's about the real estate, and which has dominant force in Nigeria's economy. And outside all of that, I can see that the sector valuation rose from 10.5 trillion naira in 2023 to 30.7
trillion naira.
And after rebasing and further climbed to 41.3 trillion naira. And moving forward now, I want to look at the reports that you said about the grade A office rentage, and you said it has soared, reaching 980 million naira for a 1,000 square meter unit as of June 2024. That is even big. Ordinary shop that we are collecting now is 1 million naira. I'm not joking.
Sure.
Yes.
But it depends on the area.
It does not matter the area anymore. So it seems it now has to do with the agent that is looking for the space for you. There are particular charges that are being, put or levies put on that regular payments that you are meant to pay. That is so exorbitant, and that does not really has to do with the rentage itself.
Exactly.
But it has to do with the stomach infrastructure of the agents that is helping you to get the space. That's the problem. When you keep talking about the government, the federal government is doing this, the federal government is doing that, not, minding the fact that some people are the contributory factor in this
sector.
But do we have the fact?
Yes, we have the facts. Have you gotten a space in a while? Have you gotten
I
a shop,
have
an
a friend
office?
that actually has a personal business. She has been complaining about spaces, getting a space, because she's looking for co-working
every 6 months
to employ her staff.
Your rental for a shop space. Every 6 months.
6 months.
Imagine you getting a shop that
easy.
is not even big for 780,000 naira, and in no time it will be charged they will be charging 1.1 million naira.
let's assume you have staff, you still have to pay
for
them.
a month. For a month, maybe you were paying 15,000 naira, and before you know it, they
They keep
hike
increasing
the
it.
price to from another 6 months. You'll be paying 25,000 naira per shop. Now for the office space, you'll be paying 100,000 naira for the space.
And you still
That's
pay
1.2 million naira a year.
And you still
I
pay
know
your
what
workers.
I'm saying,
So you just
and it's even
imagine-
fair. I have somebody who asks for a space at. They will even ask you, what kind of business do you want to do there? And immediately he mentioned photography. They said 1.5 million naira, and he had no choice. He had to get the space because he needed that location. And if you ask such a person, have you made 500,000 naira? He'll be saying Bonimon Ferry. Because
of
the services that you are offering, people are not really ready to pay. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back with what vision, looks like. Please stay tuned.
KG5F Security Services. We are dependable, reliable, proficient, and gallant always. KG5F Security Services, officially licensed by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our services include general office security, personal security, asset protection, protocol services, physical security, aviation security, loss prevention, escort protection, security patrols, and access control. We are available 24/7. KG5F Security Services also provide installation of security gadgets such as CCTV camera, alarms, special communication equipment, and so on. Gallant security personnel are needed nationwide with attractive working benefits. Contact KG5F Head Office at 45 Prince Adeyemi Street off Governors Road, Ikotu, Lagos, or our branch office 25 Yaya Baton Road, adjacent Nationwide Petrol Station, Ogba, Lagos. For inquiries, call KG5F Security Services to serve and protect.
Y'a malheureux. Y'a malheureux pour toi, mon enfant. Y'a malheureux pour toi, mon enfant. Le sacrier n'a somari le bateau. Mon trou signalé. Mon trou signalé. Mon trou signalé. Mais pas bateau dans la barque rentrée.
Ọlọ́ládé mi Àṣàkẹ́.
Yoga, 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 yoga. Yoga, yoga, enemies, I get them too much. It is better to get them so close.
Welcome back. You're still watching Early Starters on Operation TV. And on this segment, we will be discussing, vision casting for effective leadership. It is believed that, leaders see beyond the present and they define a clear vision. They define the goals that, they have, well inscribed on the arts of, their personal art or on the heart of a particular thing they want to start up, and they believe that inspiring others to manifest that which they have conceptualized is key. So they need people that will aid that vision, and it's about time for us to explore how vision drives direction, innovation and impact. So we have our regular business host, business coach, business executive, leadership host, leadership coach, leadership executive. He is no other but Dr. Sam Adebayo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good to be here once again. Good to be with Mr. Armstrong and Miss Mary.
Thank you very much, sir. I can see that you had a really, really great time with Michael Armstrong at the reception the other day.
Very good.
Armstrong and his question.
That's another school.
All right, delving into the topic for the day, which is vision casting for effective leadership. We need to know what vision casting is all about and why it is very, very pertinent in leadership, sir.
For a leader to be effective, he must be able to cast a vision before the people he's leading or his followers. Because vision is bringing to reality what could be, not what you are already seeing. So I would like to define vision and give some example to expatiate what I really mean by vision casting. By definition, number one, by George Banner. George Banner defined vision to be foresight with insights based on hindsight. There are three sides there: foresight, insight, and hindsight.
Okay, hindsight.
Foresight is simply planning towards the future. If you go to some advanced country now, they have 10 years vision, 20 years vision, 50 years vision. In fact, 12 to 16 years World Cup to come now has been on plan. In fact, the nation that we host already know themselves. So yes, that's the first side there talks about the future, ability to plan towards the future. We have a long time planning, short time and mid time plan. Now also you have insight. Insight is likened to a microscope under which it magnifies whatever that is in you. And there are organisms that natural eyes cannot see. And when you place it under a microscope, it helps to magnify it. So with insight, inner eyes, it helps to enlarge, broaden the vision that is in you. While the hindsight, they are fleshing it out. There are certain things you are going through now that you cannot fish out the reason why you are going through it. You cannot even pinpoint certain lessons to extract there. But over time, it begins to, come to your understanding, reflect to you why you have to go through this. I do say to people that God will never allow you to go through anything without preparing you. Our experience is a training ground. It prepares you for what is ahead of you. Whatever challenges, trial you are going through now is your own breeding ground. And God is so perfect to waste opportunity. So we must get that three sides. Leader must possess it. So the second definition of vision is the mental image of a preferable future. It all starts from with the mental image, the image you carve within you.
That's where the thing big
thing become fun. Now that for a preferable future, and I go ahead to say that the future you cannot picture, you can't feature it. You can't feature it. So it is so essential that leader must know that you don't coerce, you don't compel, you don't force people. It is the vision you cast before them that drive them from where they are to where they ought to be. So to move people from point A to point B, a leader must be able to cast a vision. The vision is just a pathway to where you are going to. So there was a story of this young girl that his father took on cruise, and while they were on board, everybody was standing, but because she was short, she couldn't see what is ahead of her. And the father asked, he said, "What do you see?" He said, "Daddy, I couldn't see anything." And the daddy carried the young lady on his shoulder, and she screamed, "I could see what is ahead. I could see what will be." So vision is seeing what is here now. For Nigeria to move from the level we are to the next level, our government, our leader must be able to cast a vision to where Nigeria needs to be. And now let's be factual now. Let's ask ourselves, can somebody clearly tell me what Nigeria vision is? I'm not talking about new hope, renew agenda. I'm not talking about that one now. Because if we does not have
what's our vision as a nation?
We are not going anywhere. Naturally, as a person, if your eyes is blind, it will be difficult for you to have emotion. There were three men walking on a site, and a man asked one, he said, "What are you doing?" One said, "I am working hard, laying brick to feed my family." He asked the second one, he said, I am working hard to build a wall. And he asked the third one, "What are you doing?" He said, I am building a great cathedral to the Almighty. So vision is a preview of purpose. It is interwoven. Anybody can wear title leadership or I am a leader.
But are they working it?
Are they working? Ask him or her, what is your purpose? Because it is vision that reveal what your purpose is. And that is what you are there to achieve. So it is said that a good leader have vision. A better leader share his vision. But a best leader, bring people around to share the vision with him. So vision is not achieved alone. If we are going to move from where we are to the next level, it is very important for our leader to cast vision, communicate it effectively, so that we won't be stuck, we won't be stagnant. We'll be able to move from where we are to where we're supposed to be. Or else we'll be stuck in the same place. Oh, from 1960 till now, Nigeria cannot, point to the progress they have made. It will still continue that way until our leader is able to clearly and articulately cast the vision where the better Nigeria or new Nigeria
That we are
dreaming of.
All right, let's quickly go on a short break. We'll come back, talking more or delving into the program proper, because I want him to have some rest, and, we need to catch up on what leadership and vision casting is all about.
KG5F Security Services. We are dependable, reliable, proficient, and gallant always. KG5F Security Services, officially licensed by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our services include general office security, personal security, asset protection, protocol services, physical security, aviation security, loss prevention, escort protection, security patrols, and access control. We are available 24/7. KG5F Security Services also provide installation of security gadgets such as CCTV camera, alarms, special communication equipment, and so on. Gallant security personnel are needed nationwide with attractive working benefits. Contact KG5F Head Office at 45 Prince Adeyemi Street off Governors Road, Ikotu, Lagos, or our branch office 25 Yaya Baton Road, adjacent Nationwide Petrol Station, Ogba, Lagos. For inquiries, call KG5F Security Services to serve and protect.
Welcome back. You're watching Early Starters, and we've been discussing about vision casting in leadership. And it said something, a very salient, question that: do we know the vision of Nigeria, aside the renewed hope agenda or the greater people, greater nation? As a country, do we have a vision? That brings me to, sometimes we have some vision that are still already. How do we refresh or, recalibrate this vision to make them something that will, work for a system or an era that we find ourselves at?
Every 3 months, it is important for a leadership to refresh their vision. Let me give an instance now. If your vision then is to be producing VHS or let me say CD, I want to be sure that by now that vision will be useless because there are some advancements now that it will just push you backward. That was a strong book I read a few years, I think about 10 years ago, how the mighty are falling. How the mighty are falling. It talks about Nokia, Sony Ericsson, Motorola, Cartel, Cellular then. He said, despite that they are seeing that some advancements are coming up, new telecommunication, phones industry are rising up, they are still believing that they are giant, they are mighty until they were swept off. So it happened anyway. So effectively, they must be able to sit down to review. In school we do review.
Yes, sir.
And so in life also, we need to sit down and do review. Don't be too rigid.
So you mean what happened to those other companies like that you mentioned as a case
Yes.
was due to being too rigid?
Too rigid.
Too rigid. I believe in myself. The old tradition.
And like we do say something jokingly, that we have leaders who are of analog mentality, of analog age, and they are still clamoring, agitating to be relevant in digital age. It won't function. It won't work.
So what happens when vision meets resistance? In a case where maybe the momentum is not really what you want it to be.
You just need to sit down and do review. There are things that need to be cut off. Even God do review. God do review. When there was error in the Old Testament, God he made the room for the New Testament.
The way you said that to me,
He do review. Now, yes, was it not God that invited Moses to the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights? God was I told people, and that's why vision must be documented. According to Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain on the table that you may read down. God was the first writer. Because the vision undocumented is a useless vision. He wrote it on the wall by himself, 10 commandments. And you know, as the age was advancing, you know, it has to be, all the 10 have to be, you know, carved into 2. And it was 10 before, now it become 2. Love your neighbor as yourself, love the Lord your God with all your heart. So it fulfilled it fulfilled the remaining 8. So as a leader, you must not be rigid, you must not be archaic. So you must be flexible. You must be flexible, yes.
Flexible, Maury.
So
Yes.
What you just said now, are you saying that our country is flexible?
There's not, all these ones are not flexible. They are not. Even as a minister of God, you must be flexible. You know, some of our ministers,
Yeah,
you go out
no,
with
that's
regalia,
so rigid.
Some will tell you that God has told them that they should not put on wear slippers and, you know.
So how about the skirts banning and all that is been going on with NYSC?
And you see,
Is it the rigidity or flexibility?
and
or
I think that have a lot to say about Moya. That funny thing happened to me yesterday, where I preached yesterday.
Okay, sir.
So you will understand better. I was interpreting, and the Lord was saying certain things. After I left there, came back home, the leader of the, I was warning those ladies. The leader of the church called me. He said, "You won't believe what happened. After you left, some ladies were fighting themselves, and one went to bring police in the church to arrest fellow ladies. Still on this." I was telling them, you can't be in the church, you are piercing nose, you are piercing 4 ears, using leg chain. In a church, are you coming to serve God or you are coming to serve the world? I know, I told them, I said, some of you will not like what I'm saying. And some of you are married women. What legacy are you laying to your children? As if I went back home. I was preparing, when you were asking me, the leader called me, he said, the DPO told me that if not because we respect you, they will sleep here. I'm telling you the truth. So that has to do with moral and dignity. You can't just go like I've been to this town. I used to mention the case study there now. There are some ladies or women that were not allowed to sit in the first, second, third row
Of the
to where the
church.
pastor is standing. Because some people don't, I don't know if they have come to tempt the minister in the church or the devil has programmed them to just go and infiltrate the church. So before you bring your temptation here, we will help you to put it to order. So we send you to the back. You know, in some of our church, when you put on 2 or 3 earrings, it is the usher that if you put on leg chain, you won't go inside the church. I've seen one prophetess daughter that came to the church putting on tank top and she was busty. Everywhere was just they gave her what do you call it, wrapper to tie everything together. Don't come and pollute us here in the church. so you see, charity begins at home. If you are properly taught at home, it will reflect in how you dress yourself, because the way you dress will be addressed. So oftentimes I don't blame the school management putting on such a policy or rules.
Because education actually starts from the 4 walls of your own.
Yes.
But people don't know.
Yes.
That's why in the formative age of every child, you need to be very, very careful. You need to be intentional.
When I was doing my ND, a lady was living at Onekpan. Our center was at Yanokpada Government College. This lady will dress properly like a saint at home. When they got to Oshodi, top of the bridge, Oshodi okay. She will go to the middle of the bridge, change to another killing clothes. I'm not surprised that she was unable to finish. She was impregnated, she was unable to finish.
And you blame
the people will blame the parents. But unfortunately and unknowingly to them, the parent has given her the lifestyle they want, but she decided to go on her own. So I don't. I'm in full support of that.
All right. From this that you have said, let's look at vision again. Does it mean that vision comes from a personal, conviction, or it has to be with maybe God or the people that you are surrounded with, or what you see in your environment? How do you conceptualize?
It is true. Number one, when God have an assignment for you, like I said last week, that there is no one on earth that God does not have a purpose for. God-given purpose. Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart, but nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord will stand. The word counsel is the same word for purpose. So before you are born, yes, before you are born, God already, I said in a larger and a broadened, plans of God. God have a assignment for individuals, and in that assignment, it will be battered into your heart. This is what I want you to do. Moses was brought up in the palace. He was there eating and living large until he had an encounter with a burning bush. And he saw the fire burning bush, and he couldn't fathom what is going on here. And when he turned to look at the vision, God said, he said, pull off your sandal, for where you are is holy. He said, I have heard the cry of my people in Egypt. Now, if you read Bible carefully, in Genesis 15, God has formally told Abraham that your fourth generation will be in a slave land for 400 years. When the time was approaching, the person that fit in into that purpose was Moses. So God have to call him. I am Exodus 3 and verse 9 and 10. I have heard the cry of my people. Now I am sending you as a deliverer. Go there and bring them out. That is his purpose. Carefully. So there will be no one that God does not create anyone for experiment. God is too smart to do that. To use you as like some baby doctor will do, using our body to test on.
Like you just mentioned, I would love to know, because this is a very, very, big thing, and it's an eye opener.
Okay.
So how do you adapt for people that, don't really hear from God or?
Okay, I will give.
How do you adapt and align with your vision?
Now, that it's the second one. The second aspect of carving vision is that's why you need to be changing environment most times. Because where you are used to forms your perspective. Now, if you are living in a single room now for about 20 years, your mentality, your thinking will be stuck in that one room. So you need to go out, enlarge your horizon.
Yes.
Go to advanced country.
Out of your
in fact, one of my mentor told his minister, he said, when we are giving you leave here, you must travel out of the country, and when you are coming back, you must bring out the idea you have generated here.
You need to explore to get more ideas.
The reason why Babatunde Raji Fachola said is making Lagos State a small London was, what he saw there?
Yes. Travel.
So
Yes,
when you go to a new place, when you change your location, it breathes into you a fresh idea, fresh vision.
Fresh breeze.
Yes. So environment oftentimes can give you right perspective that will breed the vision, a convincing vision in you. Yes, environment. In fact, it's very important. Very important, because where you are can either shock you or make you. Yes. Or make you. Yes. God, like I tell people, I said, God was powerful to take Israel out of Egypt. But one thing he couldn't do for them was to take Egypt out of the environment. That's how people are programmed. A program with slavery mentality, hardship, and when they are hearing you are going to a land flowing with milk and honey, they are just doubting, can this be possible? So it's important. But let me give other aspects now. Now, I've talked about God, I've talked about environment. Now, you must also check your passion. Your passion is a pointer to your vision.
Okay,
Your passion. What you are passionate. Passion is a fire that drives you. It is a fuel that keep you going. Yes. Passion is what make you smile. Passion is what make you cry. Passion is what puts smile on you. So what you will do without motivation or inspiration, even when you are not paid or you have not eaten from morning to evening, you still find excitement doing it. That's passion.
But sir, for some people, food is their passion.
Let them keep eating.
See, I'm bread. Some people's
Let them
passion.
keep eating.
If
So-
they don't take tea, no motivation for the day.
Sir,
Us-
with what you just said now, do you see that in the Nigerian system? Do you see that in those of us who are not in the affairs of government?
It
Who
is
are not saying, okay, we print money today, we mint money tomorrow.
looking at the system in Nigeria. What we are saying is aliens in this country, because see, when you see a leader that is genuinely after the people, he will be so passionate. These ones are not part. They are just there to have their own part of the national cake.
Cake.
You don't see a man because passion is a byproduct of vision. You won't see a visionary leader. Yes, a byproduct of vision. You won't see a effective leader who is visionary that enjoy his comfort zone. He said, leave them to die if they want to die. You face your senatorial district assignment. They are not concerned about the people because it is not like they are forcing them to do it.
Okay. Oh.
Yes, you don't force someone if something is from within.
You don't force it.
Let me say something now. Passion. I don't plan for this. When you discuss it with me, I say, let me think about it. I'll
Yes,
put something up.
yes.
I don't, not that I put the budget in place. I just know it will work. I preached in 2 places yesterday.
That's the passion.
I came back in the evening. I was so tired. I have to pee. This morning now, I've had since 4 a.m. I've been talking to people, praying for people. Because Monday, that's what I do. But I have to carve time out. I have to do this thing. Nobody, you don't need to be, whatever you are motivating to do, that going to rise up, do something, make something happen, go and throw it away. It's not your vision.
All right, sir. So for somebody who is, following diligently his passion and his pathway to success, how do you measure progress and maintain that momentum even after people are saying this, that, and you are done casting
This
your vision?
I've said that you have to convert your vision to goal. You have to and when you are setting goal, you must set a smart goal. Because
Not just go.
Habakkuk specifically said, write this vision upon the table, make it plain. Just like in biology, it is said when a child is born, his tabula rasa is empty. The mind has not been written with anything. So it is what he sees and hears over time that will be written on that table stone.
Yes.
So that we say, write it and make it plain, that he may run. That read it. Now, I say this, that you are either running with vision, going on a mission, or burning with passion. If you don't belong to any of this, life become a boredom. That's why you wake up on Monday morning, you feel so bored, sad. You are still going to that work, keeping on with Jones. But when it is there, nobody will force you. He said, because the vision is for appointed time. Now he said, in that smart, he said, the goal of your vision must be specific. It must be measurable. It must be achievable.
Yes.
It must be realistic. It must be time bound.
Yes.
It is what I said for young people watching or single. If you want to get married now, and you are saying that by November I'm not in the tie. You will have 1 million reasons to call it off. Giving excuse, 1 million excuses. This Emilokon time, Emilokon syndrome is so bad. I don't know. This is the way things is. But the day you pick date, agree with both family that my wedding is on the 15th of November. The normal time you sleep before we change, because
Like Steve
your
Harvey said.
Your brain will be spinning to work immediately.
That's true, sir. You are very correct. Steve Harvey said something. He said, if you have something that you are pursuing as a person, 8 hours of sleep that is being preached to you by doctors,
You won't be able. You won't be able.
Sleeping 4 hours, not 8 hours.
You won't be
Because
able.
You have something that you want to achieve.
You won't be able. Someone was talking to me from US today, and he said, "Yeah, he's a friend." He said, "I said, police, I'm soon sleep. Oh, look at the time you are sending." I said, "I can't sleep that normal hour again. It's not possible." I have books to read. I have books to write. I have programs on my desk.
You have people
I have my own persona.
yeah.
I have my own personal program too. I also have a media I run. So I need to put things together. If you are the type that sleep normal hour, destiny will slip away. If you are too lazy, you will be laid by. If you are too slothful, you will miss your lot in life. You don't see any great leader that sleep a normal hour. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible.
All right, sir. In casting your vision, you know, sometimes we make mistakes.
Yes.
And we also do some missteps. So how can we, you know, avoid the mistakes and the missteps
Now,
in casting one's vision?
Now, when you cast a vision, it is very, very important to know that the vision itself must be clear. When vision is clear and the mistake is around, you use the vision to correct the mistake.
Yeah.
That's why communication. Dr. Miles Moore of blessed memory said, he said, every man need the womb of a woman. Not every man need a woman for bed exercise. Some men are so disciplined that they need your brain womb to incubate and to deliver their vision. He said, give a woman a seed, she will give you a child. Give a woman a vision, she will give you a complete product. When you tell her, I'm going to build this, I'm going to do that, after some month or year, she doesn't see you doing it, she will come back to remind you, sir, you have not been doing this. This is not what you told me. This is not where we are going to. So you need people like that around you. But when vision is not communicated properly, you will continue to make blunder. You will continue to make error. And that's why in the process of building house, there must be a blueprint. There must be a master plan. When the bricklayer are building, you are coming every now and then to check and balance if what they are building, align with what is on the blueprint. So you check. Everybody need that. Everybody in life, including the government and individual. That's why you must document your vision. It's used to correct it. It will correct every error around you. Because our life, may I say this quickly, that your vision determines the friend you keep. Your vision determines your library, like the books you read. In fact, your vision determines the movie you watch. Your vision determines your life partner. That's where I tell some young ladies, young guys, you don't need to be going to mountain to go and pray for who to marry. You don't need that. All you just need to be specific about your purpose and vision in life. Anyone that come and measure them, appraise them in line of the content of that vision, you will know if this one fits into it or not.
Are you saying outrightly that praying about life partner is?
I'm not saying praying is wrong, but I'm saying if you like, pray till tomorrow. If you don't have a vision, I've seen some. Let me quickly say this. I've been able to lecture and teach some general overseer church leaders who are wallowing in the regrets of their wrong choice. A particular woman told me, he said, when you marry, when you have not ascertained of your vision, what do you do? And I told the woman straightly, I said, number one, take note of this, that you must find vision before you find a life partner. If you find a life partner before you find a vision, you may be putting a square peg in a round hole.
Mary.
At the end of the day, you are going to heaven. The one you call life partner is going to hell. So your ways does not align. In fact, one of the areas where this thing is so gruesome is that you will have started everything and the devil will be using that other fellow who does not share your vision to be bringing it down. I've seen a man. Now, one of the members of your area there, Yadupe, they call her. She married a Muslim man. She was a prophetess. Started the church. The man does not marry the woman again. He will come around and beat hell out of this woman before her children. He has been doing that until the woman went to report the man, and sometimes he agreed to be coming to her church. In the church, when the woman stood up to say, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts," the man will come out and counter her that you are the leader of the church, that you are saying rubbish. He frustrated the woman until the woman died. During COVID, I was the one who went to conduct the burial service of that woman. She died in pain. That's one of the regrets of marrying someone who does not share your vision. In fact, that person will become a toxic or poison to where you are going to. That has sent a lot of men and a lot of women to their early grave. So vision will help you to simplify your. This is not a churchy thing. It's just a common sense. Because many people are dying silently. A woman, imagine an industrious woman marry a guy who will take the money of the woman, go around, flirt around with other women, come back home and maltreat the woman, frustrated the woman. I'm talking of Songwater here. Until he strangulated the woman. Strangled her to death. So this thing has become a normal trend in life now. I don't.
And if they talk about leaving the marriage or something, people will say, remember, the society will say something about it.
If you do it right, society will talk. If you do it other way, society will talk. But your life first. You need your life. See, to do anything in life, you need to stay alive. Don't let anyone kill you. You must stay alive. Any marriage that is threatening your life, first thing is to run for your life. Flee for your life. You need your life to fulfill your dream, your purpose, whatever you want in life. But if they kill you, like Yoruba will say, the one who have died, we cannot talk to the one that is alive. So you must, that is very important. So vision helps to simplify our life. A man of vision is not a jack of all trades, but jack of one trade.
Yes, specifically.
He lives a very narrow life. There are places you won't go. You won't find them there. Do you see a king playing on the streets and eating agbado, eating corn around? Because the throne is overseeing is so sacred that he needed to streamline his life. So vision help to straight line your lifestyle. There are friends you don't work with. There are movies you don't watch. I was telling somebody yesterday, I said, now if parents are not careful, TikTok is enough to pollute the future of your children.
Yes.
For what some adults are doing there. You don't need to go and watch Blue Film again. Just go to TikTok.
Just for the
Live and direct.
Live
and direct, they are doing it there. So it is your vision that will carve the kind of lifestyle you want to live.
And that's why I think the United States, some time ago banned TikTok.
They move.
But they lifted the ban.
Yes.
Everybody has been, but there are restrictions on it. So how do we know the quality, or how do we think of possessing, the quality of a good leader who has a compelling, vision? Okay, for someone like me, I want to build myself to be a great leader. I'm a journalist, and in this job that we find ourselves, some people will say they are journalists. What are you doing? They do this, they do this, they do everything. But what is your specific? They don't have specific.
Okay.
Now
that affects even in church. It is there. There is a primary, there is secondary.
There is secondary.
Your primary is your purpose. Like the book I talk about the other time, Jewish Phenomenon. When you are studying business administration as your major now, it is a system there. You must have one vocation. So in case you travel out of that country to another place where your professionalism is not major there, you can do other things to keep going in life. So you don't go and major in minor and minor in major. It will frustrate you. That's why in every organization there is a job description, there is a job placement. You have to be placed in the right place so that you can be able to maximize the potential that is in you. So when you want to know a good leader, number one, a good leader must be someone who have people at heart. Because at the center of People must be at the center of every vision.
Not just the leader now.
Yes.
I'm talking about the compelling, vision casting.
Compelling vision.
Yes.
Now, for a leader to have come up with a vision, definitely, we've said it here over time, that vision is not standalone. You can't fulfill it alone. You need people in it. You must let the people know. There is what we call buy-in.
Yeah.
Everybody is finding what is in there for me. If you see everyone who are cost carpeting or jumping to APC now, what is driving them is what is in there for them. Buy-in. So the moment people see, if you join me in this vision, your business will thrive. Everything you are doing will flourish. If some of you are single, your life partner, you will find it in that vision. You see people.
In the politics now, they are doing what we call belly water politics.
Yes. That's what some people call them stomach infrastructure.
Yeah.
Everybody is just finding what is in there for me. If I join, Peter asked Jesus in Matthew 19. He said, "We have left children, we've left wife, we've left home, following you. What will be our benefit?" And Jesus said, he said, "In this world, you will have houses, you will have success, and in the world to come, eternal life." Reverend Sam Adeyemi once said, he said, "If I am the father of Peter and Andrew, and one strange man just come and said, 'Follow me, and I will make you a fisher of men.'" And this is a family business. And my two sons, who are the manager of that business, follow that man. He said, "What will I be doing? I will also leave what I'm doing and follow that man, because I don't know where he's taking my children to." And to see that Peter was a married man. He was a married man, responsible man, that his mother-in-law was living with him. How is he feeding them? If there is nothing in there for him in the larger vision of Jesus Christ. So that's what everybody is. The moment they can find what is in there, buy in there for them, I'm telling you, you have their heart already. Because in John 9, you will recall that after they have finished eating bread and fish, and they gathered the crumb, 12 baskets. At a time they were looking for Jesus, and they even took a flying boat, looking and searching, and Jesus said to them, "You guys are looking for me not because of signs and wonder you've seen me done, but because you have ate bread, you have ate fish."
Stomach infrastructure. So how do we, while trying to wrap up now, let's look at, modern leadership and vision casting. All of these things you have said is so interesting. How does it resonate with, younger generations that are trying to become or looking forward to becoming a very successful leader? We learned from you that there are leaders and there are leaders. We have the successful ones, and we have just leaders who are just fidiers, like Yoruba would say. Yes. So how do we, have, them fulfill this vision casting in this modern day leadership?
I have said, I think I could remember last week I said that every succeeding generation, they are byproducts of the predecessors of the past generation. But I'm so scared with what we are seeing now. What the posterity will look like. Because now, in our eyes, we've seen the ancestors without a compelling vision now. That all they are after is just the resources. And you've now seen how Nigerians youth are deviating now. Deviating to many things. They are also joining that bad wagon now, that they don't have a compelling dream or vision.
That's where I'm
going. They are pursuing. All they are just after is to make money at all costs. At all costs. That's why abnormality has become the order of the day. Many young chaps don't want to learn anymore. Just go and do Yahoo. And some are tools in the hand of politicians. They are on social media 242. Just because I was watching a clip yesterday, some young guy with one of a local government chairman linked them to one Chinese company who took them to, I think it's Kenya, in a mining site. They don't pay them no salary for almost 6 months. They seize their passport. They cannot live there. They are stuck there. And my advice to many of them is, in your quest of finding a greener pasture, ensure that you are driven by vision. But when the vision is not in your forefront and all you are looking for is just money, that's why you have many Nigerians in Libya now, they call them Shagala.
Yeah. And now they are proud Shagala. So.
Beautiful ladies.
As house help.
House help. Some of them have lost their life there.
Some can't even come back.
They can't come back.
That was what happened to the daughter of this veteran actress, Jumoke.
Jumoke, okay, yes. Before they brought her back. Because the youths are the vision of our tomorrow. Whatever you want Nigerian to be tomorrow now, must be rebuilt in them. We must shape them along that side. But if you carefully observe, are they going towards that direction? One Yoruba, they said that when the youths head are bending in a city or in a village, it is the elders who are there who are wicked. But in our eyes now, the head of the youth of Nigeria are bending, and our leaders are busy watching. They don't because already they are seeing them as a threat.
It's not even about seeing them as a threat. Most of those leaders are planning for 2027.
No, even outside the elections or political space, let's look within. I watched a particular skit yesterday while the guy was trying to, tell us what we now have in the society, that we now have Yahoo Mothers Association, Yahoo Fathers Association.
Yes.
And mothers pushing their daughters to men and giving them their own room to use for whatever manifestation they want to happen. You understand? So it's not about the political space. The whole of our society is now porous. We now have it so bad that people just want to make money, eke out
at all costs.
At all costs. Parents pushing their children to go and train this Yahoo, whatever.
Yes. They are the one that even take them to herbalists that are far. Prophet that will be working for them.
So how then can we correct this trend and make things right?
It
is becoming incorrigible.
I've said this, that families are the building block of any healthy nation. Before a nation can be destroyed, start from the family. So when the family gets it right, the nation will get. Every of our leaders that we are pointing to now, they come from one family. So until the family is properly shaped, we are going nowhere. We are see some family, father is a agbowota, tax collector outside. The son also is selling hard drugs around. What kind of lifestyle do you expect from them? So we need to be pragmatic and be proactive now and start shaping home, or else we are going nowhere. Going nowhere. Why did Israel clamor for a leader? Said, Samuel, give us a king like other nations who will be taking us out. If the children of Eli get it right, as I also believe God will not call for Samuel. If the children of Samuel also get it right, Israel will not clamor for a leader. All because they say, Samuel, you are getting older. Your children are not following your path. We don't want to be left without a leader. Give us a leader. And Samuel went to God. God said, they have not rejected you. I am the one who rejected, because formerly I am their leader. Now you give them. That's where democracy started. We want the government of ourselves. He said, yes. So it have to be, we have to rehabilitate and shape homes now. Family.
We have to rehabilitate
Family. Look at
and
some young
shape
lady now that at home, they were not properly trained. They have no one they fear. They just stumble at one strange guy without
They now
direction.
cohabitate.
She was impregnated. She started eating child. Someone that is not trained.
Now wants to train
What
somebody.
you don't have, you
cannot
can't give. What will you give to your children? So that is the environment we are now. And that cycle continue.
All right, with this conversation, we have set a very, very great and leadership inclined tone for us to have a productive week. And I can see Michael Armstrong looking at me that should my mention bread and my tea. And you know, our guest, Dr. Sam Adebayo, also confirmed the fact that Michael, you know, did ask some question that the vocabularies were just, you know, shaping the whole of the matter on that day. But this morning, interestingly, the conversation has been around vision casting and why it is critical to effective, you know, leadership. And we have talked about the resistance, how we can overcome it. We have talked about how we can refresh or recalibrate, you know, this vision casting to make it a very compelling one that people can adopt and, you know, turn to something that is, you know, valuable in the end. And also we've learned from which angle is it coming? Is it coming from the personal conviction? Are people going to adopt this that I have conceptualized? All of this, Dr. Sam Adebayo has done, you know, justice to. So we want to wrap up the segment and we want to, you know, hand the all early starters to Michael Armstrong to, you know, take us through the sporting activities that, you know, happened over the weekend. And we had the Super Falcon, you know, come home with the cup. So I want to ask Dr. Sam Adebayo, who is a renowned leadership coach, to please give us his final take on vision casting as to have a very effective, you know, leadership.
I'll be summing it up this way, that you should be intentional. Be intentional about your life, because the future you can't picture. You can't feature it. Be intentional. Don't live your life to chance. Be intentional and follow it up. That's what I'm running on with.
Be intentional and follow it up. Even if you make a mistake, do well to retrace your steps and, you know, make things right again. Pick up your crumbs and make a beautiful bread from it. Until I see you tomorrow morning, we have a great personality coming on the program. I must say thank you to the entire crew, to David Adepoju for that beautiful compilation of newspaper headlines, and of course to Mary Agilbo for the business stories. Wasil, thank you for, you know, giving us beautiful shorts, and Tolu Felicity, Mary Kudrat Abiola, our own Kudrat Abiola in the house, and of course our new B who will be doing the basketball analysis, Nifemi. We'll see you, and to our general manager and of course chairman, we'll say a very big thank you. See you tomorrow, same time, same station. Michael Armstrong has the floor.
The more you watch, the more you love. Unlimited entertainment only on Opportune TV. Your TV, ask for more.
gbàdúrà fún mi. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Tọmọdé bá wíwà burúkú, wọ́n á ní ìyá rẹ̀ ló kọ́. Tọmọdé bá wíwà burúkú, wọ́n á ní bàbá rẹ̀ ló kọ́. Ìyá mi fọ̀nà tó dá mi láyé. Bàbá mi fi wá tó dá mi láyé. Ayé tí mo wà yìí kò máa yé mi o. Ẹ̀yin ni Ọlọ́run kejì mi láyé. Ìyàwó ẹ ṣeun rere tí wọ́n dára. Bàbá wa ẹ ṣeun rere tí wọ́n dára. Ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Tọmọdé bá wíwà burúkú, wọ́n á ní ìyá rẹ̀ ló kọ́. Tọmọdé bá wíwà burúkú, wọ́n á ní bàbá rẹ̀ ló kọ́. Ìyá mi fọ̀nà tó dá mi láyé. Bàbá mi fi wá tó dá mi láyé. Ayé tí mo wà yìí kò máa yé mi o. Ẹ̀yin ni Ọlọ́run kejì mi láyé. Ìyàwó ẹ ṣeun rere, bàbá wa ẹ ṣeun rere. Ìyàwó ẹ ṣeun rere tí wọ́n dára o. Bàbá wa ẹ ṣeun rere, ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere. Bàbá mi ṣeun rere tí wọ́n dára o. Ìyàwó ẹ ṣeun rere, bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere.
KG5F Security Services. We are dependable, reliable, proficient, and gallant always. KG5F Security Services, officially licensed by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our services include general office security, personal security, asset protection, protocol services, physical security, aviation security, loss prevention, escort protection, security patrols, and access control. We are available 24/7. KG5F Security Services also provide installations such as CCTV camera, alarms, special communication equipment, and so on. Gallant security personnel are needed nationwide with attractive working benefits. Countries 25 Yaya Baton Road, adjacent Nationwide Petrol Station, Ogba, Lagos. For inquiries, call KG5F.
Yes, it is still Early Starters, and this is the segment where we do sports. You're going to be jumping, you're going to be somersaulting, you do your aerobics, everything. Call your friends and family because it's Opportune TV and it's Early Starters, and this is the sports segment on Early Starters. We have so many things to say, but we're just going to give you some brief of it. I'm not alone today. I am with somebody who is a sports lover, somebody who partakes in sports, and somebody who just want to be part of the show. And she is none other than, what's your name, my dear?
Vivian.
Okay, Vivian what?
Bukoye Vivian.
Bukoye Vivian. She's going to co-host with me today, and it's going to be very, very interesting. You know me, the external force of sports, Michael Armstrong. I was there live on the stadium. I saw all what happened. We're just going to be dwelling on football for female football. Hair out to all females. Hair out to Nigerian women. Nigeria, we hail thee. Motherland, Nigeria. We hail thee. I am proud of the Nigerian women, and I'm also proud of them planning to go and meet Tinubu today in Abuja. I hope they give them oil well, because this is the 10th time. 10th time bringing the trophy and redeeming our image in a wonderful fashion. What do you think?
To me, I feel it's the first time Nigerian ladies have been winning this AFCON. This is not the first, this is not the second. So, like this, they need to create awareness for female players, both in basketball, football, different sports.
Okay, that is, you're standing for the females.
Yes.
Yes, she says she's standing for the female because it's a female thing. Now, the Nigerian thing is wonderful. It's very, very wonderful. Like I just said, last week, we lost one icon known as Hulk Hogan. You know, pam, pam, pam. Those of you who watch wrestling, we brought his picture to show you, but I just need to reiterate on with a grand style. It was 2-0 first half. 2-0 first half. The CAF women champions is Nigeria. In the first half, it was 2-0. I was not happy. I was looking at the coach. I was looking at the number. The 2 goals came from a quick succession of miss pass. You know, the first line had a miss pass. There were just 2 people doing those miss pass. So my big question was that, what is happening? Why don't you put Aziza Oshoala? You know, highest goal scorer to. They gifted her 1 ball. They just passed to her. She just like this. She didn't even stress. So I was just looking at it like this. I said, what? The second one too. They gifted them another ball. You know, the prime of the moment is when the second half came. Everybody was tensed. Some people were trying to take a chill pill. Some was trying to get a drink. Some was trying to do something. You know, everybody was just trying to get a drink. Some was trying to do something. You know, everybody was just tensed. Then, lo and behold, they made 2 changes. As they made 2 changes, this Okoronkwo, I just like the name, Okoronkwo. You know, say, Okoronkwo came, you know. As she came, she just did 1 pass. That is the picture of the greatest, most wonderful, most beautiful Super Falcons. No more just Falcons. They are now being called Super Falcons. That is so you know, everything came up. Ajibade won the player of the tournament. Okoronkwo won the women of the match. You know, the keeper won the Golden Glove. Beautiful thing, beautiful team. They are teaching the Nigerian men how to go. There is no complaint. I'm seeing Aziza Oshoala. She said they said she was going to leave, but she later did a U-turn, right?
She came out to clear the rumor that all those rumors said was not from her, that she's still intact and she's still playing.
She's still playing. Aziza Oshoala on Mwagege. You understand? She's on Mwagege. She's proud of it. Aziza Oshoala, I hope when you come around, you come and visit us in the studios, because I like the way you celebrate. And what I love most is that she says she wants to give herself a chill pill, that she wants to marry. Some guys are available. They are eyeing me. I have their number. They will need to marry. They can manage you very well. They are good managers. Aziza Oshoala, thank you very much. Oh, look at her again. Hey. Aziza Oshoala. That she looks like the kind of whiskey defect. What does it?
Whiskey fan.
Okay, she's a whiskey fan too. Wow. Look at that. You understand, that beret and everything. You know, see, don't worry. Take me out for a date. My woman won't talk. You too. Will you say anything? No. She can take me out. That is Aziza Oshoala. Our own Aziza Oshoala. She's representing us in the MLS, and she's also giving the young leaders what to do. They are giving more space for football, give more space for the mind. That is Patrice Motsepe. Patrice Motsepe, that's the CAF president. And Patrice Motsepe is still showing himself and giving thumbs up for the Nigerian. I celebrate with you, Aziza Oshoala. I also celebrate with you for everything that you have been doing. The CAF Women Champions League, the CAF Nations Cup, has been increased from the normal 10 to 12 teams to 24 teams now. So as it has been expanded, every opportunity is given to everybody, like you said. So you're happy that they're giving more opportunities
Yes.
to the people. Now, that again, we're not going to take much of your time. We just want to go to Europe. Yesterday, 27, during the hours between the hours of 6 to the hours of 8, they were playing what we'll call the Euro Female Nations Cup. It was a slug out between the English and the Spaniards. The Spanish were world champion. The English were Euro champions. Now, in the final, they beat them the first leg of the final. That was in the world, 2-1. But this one, it was 1-1 apiece. And they scored within different set plays. What took my attention was the two coaches were female.
Wow.
And they were stout. Their assistants were males. You understand? I hope Nigerians can have such kind of discipline where
hope so.
you have female who have this technical jingle. They'll come around and after I'll be doing, oh shit, I'll be clapping my hands. The Euro 2025 was a bomb. You know, the set play was wonderful. I am happy for one player. Her name is Agbayang, number 17, and Kelly, number 18. Kelly scored the winner. You know, England is the only team that have played 3 from the quarterfinals with extra time and coming out top. No team has done that in history. So what do you think?
For me, I feel if they should keep up with this, there will be a lot of space to get more on the sports. Like when this win should not get into their head that they can't do more, or when they do more it's getting to pride level or so. But they should keep calm and continue with the flow and
keep calm and continue with the flow. They are telling you guys not to rest on your laurels. So I greet the English fans, I greet the English people. It is all celebration in England. We have the World Club Cup. No, I'm an English fan. Sorry for that. I'm an English fan. So it's all celebration in England and all celebration in Europe for them retaining their title again. Kudos to you all. Kudos to FIFA. Kudos to everybody. The best part of my moments in this was that when I saw Gianni Infantino in the stadium doling out those things, giving out. That was my first time giving out for the female champions. Giving them. I said Infantino. It was wonderful. FIFA president. First time in a long time. We've not seen that. Sepp Blatter only comes once in a while, but this guy has been there, and he's proving his mettle. So that is all we're going to be talking about. You know, we don't have too much time, but at least we have whet your appetite about Azizat Oshola. You can go on your Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, follow us, like us, share your comments, and also send us some messages if you have one or two things to talk about in sports. Like I always say in this show, your sports, your tune. It is Opportune Sports on Early Starters, and we're giving you the trip and the leap you need this morning, because we're going to be signing out very soon, and maybe some other time we'll be talking about some other things. It's wonderful. It is beautiful. And what do you think female should be head of the coach of the Super Eagles?
I think it's going to give them more space to bring in their vision and their ideas on the sport, and instead of suppressing their ideas from other players, it's going to bring in more assistance and everything that is needed to win the game.
That is beautiful. So we'll be signing out from now because we don't have much time. So as it is, how do you sign out?
See you again next time, and please check on new sports, and if you have any ideas to give it to us, and we will also approach it in a nice way.
Yes, he said if you have, what I like is the steez, the way she does her gesticulation and all that. So it is still Early Starter Sports, and we're rounding up saying keep it real, support women. Women, give them an idea, they turn it to, not Baba Jebu, they turn it to something else. So don't let me not speak too much grammar before they yank me. So it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Stay tuned and keep it real. It is sports on Elder Starters. Until we'll see you same time tomorrow. I am the Starter Force of Sports. I'm also known as Michael Armstrong. Stay tuned.